Hey folks, this is Vincent Natalie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Sengoku Dynasty. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about 30 bucks or so. Idly and I got some press keys and we spent the last 3 or 4 days playing this, and we're pretty big fans of Medieval Dynasty, which I think is the spiritual successor to this, except it's sort of taken place in a Japanese village, I guess. I'm not exactly sure the exact Asian community, but that's what it feels like. I feel like I'm playing in some kind of shogun land. Anyway, I keep wanting to say Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Sudoku, yeah, whatever.
Sengoku.
Sengoku Dynasty, thank you. So, what I like about this game right out of the gate is that you can adjust the game mode settings any way you want. So, you can adjust, your health, you can adjust how much damage enemies do to you, specifically humanoids and animals. So if you're finding the game too grindy, you can, adjust various things so that you gain XP faster. You can make the animals hit you less hard so that you can have a more casual experience. There is a character creator, although it's very limited. It's just a bunch of presets that you click through. There's no not like in The Sims where you can grab the cheekbone and extend it out into who knows what. Anyway, so once you get in the game, again, it feels very similar to Medieval Dynasty, and it plays very much the same way. It starts you off as a shipwrecked person with one other NPC character, and you're going to go to this burnt out village, you're going to use your axe and get rid of all that crap. And then you're going to start building your own village. Now, what's cool is that you can have multiple villages in this game. You'll be recruiting NPCs that they can join your village, just like in Medieval Dynasty. I'm going to say that a lot. Just like in Medieval Dynasty. Every time.
Right, Aska.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those games, those town management games, but in this case, you're managing multiple, and you will need to if you want to automate things, because the map itself is actually broken up into different regions, and different regions have a unique native resource that only your NPCs can, you can gather it, but if you want your NPCs to gather it, you have to set them to gather it in that region. So for example, your starting area that you're in, that starting region, the specialty is copper ore. So you can tell your NPCs to get copper ore in your starting region, but if you try to tell them to get tin or something like that, they're not going to be able to do it. So you do have to create villages in other regions if you want to automate some of the other resources that are in this game. You can chop down trees, you'll be able to interact with, bushes and rocks, pick them up off the ground. You can put buildings down pretty much anywhere that the game lets you. You can change the material, like in Medieval Dynasty. Here we go again. And you're going to use your hammer. Now, what's cool is there's a game setting to where one hit auto-fills all of the materials. I didn't do that for the sake of this video, but if you're tired of building each individual piece, there's a game setting, yes, to where one hit and boom, everything is applied. So if you're lazy or just don't want to deal with the constant, moving around the building and trying to find everything you're supposed to build, there's that. You're also going to be, like I said, managing a village. You're going to be managing a lot of different things in your inventory. It's kind of overwhelming at first because I filled every single hotbar slot. I wish I was given more because I had so many tools. There's even 4 different XP trees. There's Leader, Way of the Craftsman, Way of the Warrior, and Way of the Monk. And you're going to earn XP in these as you do different things. I don't remember what they all do specifically. I think Craftsman is just building crafting things. Warrior is combat. Monk, I have no idea what that is.
Monk actually lets you earn XP faster, like with the warrior or the craftsman.
But how do you earn it? Is that from the shrines?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there are shrines that you find in the environment. If you donate an egg or dandelion, or no, chrysanthemum, whatever. Yeah, you get a buff for a little bit of time. Mm-hmm. It's not permanent, but you do get XP for it and stuff like that. And you can even assign villagers to different spots in your, like in Medieval Dynasty, you can assign them to different jobs, assuming you've got the building to do it. Although that whole interface can be a bit clunky and hard to work with sometimes. I do have some stuff written down here that I kind of want to address before we get into the actual thing. One thing I do like, whenever you construct a production building, typically there's a sleeping mat in there. So instead of having to build houses all the time, you can actually assign an NPC to a production building in order to sleep there. There's usually like one mat. And you can even add more. There's a furniture menu. You can even add more mats or more storage things to a particular building if you want to, just for convenience sake. I really like that production buildings have mats that you can assign villagers to. It's really nice. Farming is easier as well. In Medieval Dynasty, typically you had to follow a particular process. You had fertilizer. There's just particular things you had to do in order. In this game, fertilizer is not needed. It's, it helps, but you don't need it. So I like that. In this game, you're going to be liberating things on the map. There's, like I said, a regional map. You have to kill the enemy camp in that region in order and do the other story mode goals in order to unlock the next region. You can still go there, but you can't do a whole lot there. I don't think you can build there until you get permission to do it. We haven't gotten too far into that yet, but yeah, you have to kill enemy camps, kind of like in Bellwright, where you liberate. There's also co-op lag I want to talk about. There's a lot of rubber banding, a lot of skipping. I don't know what it is. We live in the same house. We play Helldivers 2. We play a lot. We just got done playing Warhammer Space Marines 2. We didn't get any lag. So there's definitely a lag issue or server issue on their end that they need to fix. It's just not 100% there yet. I think they need to address that. Because this is primarily, you can play the single player, but co-op is where it's at. Mm-hmm. You play these games to play with other people to survive.
Yeah, the constant stuttering is very frustrating, especially when your character just wants to skip all the time. She's not a 12-year-old child.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Also, production buildings, unlike Medieval Dynasty, where Medieval Dynasty produces resources throughout the day, and in Medieval Dynasty, your NPCs walk to the place of work to do things. Here, it just seems to be background noise. It just happens. At the end of the day, production happens all at once. So rather than get 5 logs throughout the day, at the end of the day, 5 logs just, boom, appear all of a sudden in your storage. So it's slightly different there. And I feel like it's less alive that way because I haven't noticed my NPCs cutting down trees near our base. It's just these resources just kind of appear out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. So I know I've talked a lot. So Idaly, what did you think of this game so far?
I really enjoy this game. It's like they took aspects from Medieval Dynasty and Bellwright and they really dumbed it down and they made things a lot easier. Like combat is so much easier, I think. I haven't even used any of the quote-unquote special moves that they've had in this game because I just kill everything with fast attacks. I don't even know how to use a bow and arrow. Mm-hmm. And I've killed everything from boars, wolves, foxes, and bandits. So
we did have that toned down in difficulty.
Did we? Oh,
I did,
okay.
just so we'd have an easier time.
Oh, okay. Maybe it'll be different on a default normal playthrough.
Yeah, don't go crazy. You'll get killed.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, even the bears and wolves were rough, even with the tone down.
Yeah, I don't even go around the bears. Mm-hmm. But I really still like the game. It's very very casual. I like how casual this is. I don't have to manage too much. Like you said, resources just come out of nowhere. You don't have to deal with villagers constantly getting stuck trying to bring one log to another place. Mm-hmm. You don't have to set a radius like in Aska. You have to set those banner for to harvest
the collection area.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And so I do kind of like that. I don't know if I like it better, but I still like it because I don't know. For this game, it's very casual, relaxing. I love the I think it's Chinese.
Is it Chinese?
I think it's Chinese.
I don't know.
With the rice patties, I always think of Chinese.
That makes sense. Yeah, there is a rice. There's a water farm,
field,
water farms or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, water field. Mm-hmm. The AI combat is a bit wonky in this. Yes, you can parry now, but I find that the AI gets stuck behind objects. I was able to just murder 3 NPCs because they were stuck behind a rock trying to get to us. So I just took out the bow and arrow and did my thing, and they didn't flinch. So this game, like, it released into 1.0 and is still doing this. So I feel like the game, especially with that whole co-op lag issue, I feel like this game released into 1.0 too soon. And, you know, I still recommend this game, but I think the developers, if you're going to release something into 1.0, you should fix things like co-op lag. You should fix AI issues that kind of break the immersion. So, but other than that, I also had to run the game on a lower setting because of the stuttering, because of everything else. Like, it doesn't feel very optimized either. And I can run Helldivers 2 and that just fine. So it's not a my PC issue. It's just this game. It's not well optimized. I recommend it anyway because you can potentially get 50 plus hours. Expect a grind though, because there's a lot of quests, there's a lot of running around, a lot of recruiting, a lot of village building, but it'll keep you busy. Medieval Dynasty, I have so many hours in that.
I love the liberation aspect. That reminds me of like Far Cry. And I like the perk system. I think it's kind of cool that you go to the shrine and you can get a little buff, but I'm sad it's not permanent. So I was duped by that. I wish the UI sometimes had, or like the game itself had more information. Like, I don't know what the villager needs actually need specifically, unless you hover over an item, which will tell you. There's little touches of love I think that this game needs more of.
More quality of life stuff. Yep. But all in all, I think we're enjoying this aside from the hiccups. And that co-op lag thing is one of the big ones, I think. And I think in order for us to fully enjoy this, they need to fix that first and foremost. But other than that, this will keep you busy for quite a while. It is a bit steep for $30, but it's on sale right now, 20% off until November 19th. If you missed the sale, wait for another one. I think it's worth it on a sale.
This is 30?
$30. Yeah.
I honestly thought it was like 15.
Nope.
Or 20.
Nope. It's $30. Wait for a sale. 50% off sale. The holidays are coming. Yeah. So just wait. This is Vincent Adelie. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all next time. Take care.
Bye, guys.